Here is your daily news wrap. These are the stories that mattered today. Vijay was told point-blank that the Tamil remake of Kaavalan would flop before it even released. The film, a remake of the Malayalam hit, arrived at a low point in his career after a string of box office disappointments. Industry insiders had advised him against signing it, warning the story would not connect with Tamil audiences. The film went on to turn his career around, proving the naysayers wrong and putting him back on top. Kajol has been spotted wearing an emerald ring, and jewelers say buyers are now asking for the same look. Gemstone experts say the stone's deep green color depends heavily on clarity and origin, with Colombian emeralds fetching the highest prices. They advise checking for treatment disclosures, since most emeralds sold in India are oiled or resin-filled to hide natural fractures. Buyers are told to ask for a certification from a recognized gem lab before paying a premium price. The United States State Department has updated its visa bulletin for September 2026, moving cutoff dates for several green card categories used heavily by Indian applicants. Employment-based categories, including the EB-2 and EB-3 lines that carry large backlogs for Indian nationals, have seen movement this month. Family-sponsored categories have also shifted, giving some applicants who have waited years a nearer filing date. The changes affect how soon Indian families already in the queue can apply for permanent residency. India has completed the trial run of its first Vande Bharat freight train, reaching a speed of 130 km per hour. The trial marks the extension of Vande Bharat technology beyond passenger travel into freight movement for the first time. Indian Railways has been pushing to speed up freight corridors to cut delivery times and ease congestion on existing lines. The successful test is a step toward faster, more reliable freight transport across the network. Madonna has picked up 11 nominations at this year's MTV Video Music Awards, more than 40 years after she first defined the show's standards. She has shaped and reshaped what the VMAs look like since the 1980s, from stage spectacle to video concept. No other artist of her generation still commands this many nominations at the ceremony. The tally cements her position as the artist the show continues to measure itself against. Lando Norris has won the Dutch Grand Prix, beating championship leader Kimi Antonelli to the checkered flag. It is Norris's second consecutive race win, extending his run of form heading into the closing stretch of the season. Antonelli, who arrived at Zandvoort leading the championship standings, was outpaced across the race distance. The result tightens the title fight and puts pressure on Antonelli to respond at the next round. The CBI has registered an FIR against Gensol Engineering, Gensol EV Lease, and BluSmart founders Anmol Singh Jaggi and Puneet Singh Jaggi in a case worth 672 crore rupees involving IREDA. The agency's filing points to loan diversion and forged letters used to secure funds from the state-run lender. The case centers on how loans meant for electric vehicle leasing were allegedly routed elsewhere. The founders now face investigation that could lead to further asset freezes and formal charges. The NDA is considering holding joint elections for 22 states and union territories alongside the Lok Sabha polls in 2029. The proposal is part of the wider One Nation, One Election push aimed at aligning state assembly terms with the general election cycle. Bringing 22 states into a single cycle would mark the largest coordinated rollout attempted under this plan so far. The move would require constitutional amendments and consensus from state governments before it can take effect. An enthusiast camera, a pair of wireless earbuds, and an OLED tablet have been picked out as the essentials for a weekend getaway. The camera is built for hobbyists who want manual control without carrying professional gear. The earbuds are chosen for their noise cancellation on flights and train journeys, while the OLED tablet doubles as an entertainment screen and a lightweight work device. Together, the three are pitched as a compact kit for travelers who do not want to carry a full bag of electronics. Amitabh Bachchan has spoken about watching contestants on Kaun Banega Crorepati rebuild their lives after winning prize money on the show. He said life changes in minutes for people who walk onto the set with one set of circumstances and leave with another. Contestants on the show have used their winnings to clear debts, fund medical treatment, or start businesses, according to Bachchan. He said hearing these stories directly from participants remains the part of hosting he values most. Dermatologists say gray hair appearing before the age of 35 is often linked to nutrient deficiency, particularly low levels of vitamin B12, iron, and copper. They say genetics still plays the largest role, but deficiency can accelerate the process in younger people. Diets low in these nutrients are increasingly common, doctors say, especially among people cutting out animal products without supplementing. Doctors recommend a blood test before assuming premature graying, is purely hereditary. Fugitive gangster Goldy Brar has claimed responsibility for the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, 3 years after the Khalistani separatist was shot dead in Surrey, British Columbia. Nijjar's killing in June 2023 had strained relations between India and Canada, with Ottawa alleging Indian government involvement, a charge New Delhi has repeatedly denied. Brar, wanted in India in multiple gangster-related cases, has remained at large despite international notices against him. His claim adds a new element to a case that has already shaped diplomatic ties between the two countries. Subscribe to Trending.ai for the day's headlines every evening.